Warning, I will be talking about a sensitive subject, child abuse, sexual abuse against children in every form. Thank you. Jambo Shalom Chad. Hope all is well. Today I have a serious topic for you. This might be a little sensitive to some, so I understand if you have to cut it off. But I will be talking about child abuse. And today I'm going to go over this film that I seen that is just horrific. Everything that this young girl went through. So here we have the film No Child of Mine. It came out in 1997. It was a British television show. It documents the true cases of a girl named Carrie who was sexually abused throughout her childhood. The 13-year-old Carrie, whose last name will not be disclosed for safety reasons because this is a true story. So she endures problems at home with her parents constantly fighting each other and eventually separating shortly. After her mother's new boyfriend Graham moves in with them, he begins physically and sexually abusing her. Her mother Linda also occasionally takes part in the abuse, making her daughter perform oral sex on her. Carrie's father, Jim, a construction worker, attempts to manipulate his daughter, Carrie, into prostitution, something she was unaware of until a few truck drivers basically let her know what was going on. Carrie's situation worsens at home as she decides to run away. After Jim attacks Linda and Graham for abusing Carrie, one of her class teachers, Paul, suddenly becomes aware of her situation and attempts to have her placed in child care. The class teacher, social workers, and friends attempt to file charges of sexual and physical abuse on Carrie's behalf. Her mother's boyfriend, however, the Crown Prosecution Service, later declines to continue the case, arguing that there is not enough legal evidence to support the allegations. Carrie is then placed into a foster care, but constantly struggles to settle in and repeatedly destroys property, making it impossible for a foster family to keep her. Carrie is then placed into a care home. She is seduced by a pimp who knows exactly how Carrie feels about living with a stubborn mother and stepfather like hers, who don't understand her. For some time, willingly leases herself for profit. A social worker in the child care home also begins sexually abusing her, feeling helpless. Lee visits her class teacher and tries to move in with them, but he is unable to care for her. He consults his friends and child support agent to have Carrie placed somewhere safe. But her case, it cannot be given any more priority than any other child. Towards the end of this film, Carrie runs away and finds a small peaceful care home in a rural location. The nice family declines her offer of money, which she obtained from prostituting herself. Traumatized, Carrie does not speak for the past 5 days there. Then 12 days later, as she begins to trust the people in the home, she begins to reveal her story. After a woman in the home saw inside that Carrie's been through an abusive life, While her abusers did not suffer any legal consequences, she was finally free from her abuse, and it's been revealed that Carrie went to study at a university. No child of mine. That is so tragic to know little girls like that are having their innocence stripped from them before they hit 13. Barely 13. And it's happening throughout the whole world. It is estimated that between 15,000 to 50,000 women and children are forced into sexual slavery in the United States every year. And the total of that number varies widely, as it is very difficult to research all of the people that's involved in it. And believe me, it's not just a child thing, it's a female thing. It's grown women that have the most prized possession that belongs to them stripped. And as a man, you'll never know that feeling of having something like that taken away. So all we really can do is just emotionally try to feel or try and put ourselves in that position, because that's horrific. And why do I care so much about this, and why did I make a video about this? Because I got a lot of females in my family, and I wouldn't want anybody to abuse them. This is definitely a serious topic that needs to be discussed on a regular basis. There's a lot of no childs of mines out there, don't matter what color, don't matter what creed, what faith. There's a lot of little girls out there that falls victim and prey to predators. So I'm gonna leave a couple of numbers. Remember, it's a mental thing. So if you feel suicidal, you feel like your mental health is going down, call these numbers, reach out to a professional and seek help. If you know anything about any child being abused, call these numbers. Definitely, if you're dealing with substance abuse, call one of these numbers. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Be safe out there, please. Shalom.